Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, 30th day of April, 4th day of the Iyar. Here we go. We're continuing in our small unit about being allowed to do dangerous things. Is it against our religion to do dangerous things? We had two rules that we mentioned in our last halacha, which is Shomer Pasayim Hashem. Hashem guards the foolish. And we also say Shomer mitzvah lo yeda davara, that when you're keeping mitzvahs, nothing bad will happen to you. So the question is, so does that mean if I'm doing a mitzvah, I could do terribly dangerous things? Shomer p'sayim Hashem, that means Hashem watches over the fools, so I could do foolish things. So today we'll get into some nitty-gritty examples. Here goes. The Gemara does say that if a person knows of an area where there are some snakes, and he wants to go do his bedika. He's searching for chametz in an area, and when he searches there, he knows that he might bump into a snake. So you're allowed to continue with your search, even though you might encounter a snake there. So, and the Gemara says it's because of Shomer Mitzvah Lo Yeda Davara. Those who keep mitzvahs don't know of bad things. So that kind of shows us that you're allowed to do some dangerous things if you're involved in a mitzvah. But you should just know that most of the halacha books say of that situation that that was only where snakes are not very frequent there, and that's why there was that kind of permission. So if you wanted to go to a really snake-ridden area or a dangerous area that's like a snake-infested area, and there are a lot of snakes are there every day, all the time, and you want to go there to do a mitzvah, whoa, then that would be considered problematic. Gemara does say that if your danger that you're taking is for parnasa reasons, that's how you make your living, then the Gemara does talk about certain work situations that involve some danger and consider it okay within reason if it's for your parnasa. That's how you make your living. The Notah Yehuda, for example, allows hunting, although hunting can involve some danger. If there were people who made their living doing hunting, he did allow it because that was how they made their living. So within reason, a person could take certain risks and involve himself in certain minor dangers if it's for his work situation. Rav Moshe does paskin that. Rav Moshe Feinstein, Zatzal of our generation, said that people are allowed to do, I won't say wildly dangerous things, but some things that involve some danger in order to do their parnasa, like maybe being a miner. That wasn't Rav Moshe's example, but if you're a coal miner, and that's, it's normal work, but occasionally there are dangers involved. So Rav Moshe said certain danger things can be permitted when it's for parnasa. Obviously, you should speak to your rabbi in every situation. I could think of an example which would be something like a guy who's in real estate management and he has to go collect rent once in a while in some not so nice neighborhoods, So anyone who sees himself to be in those kinds of situations should probably speak to his rabbi and say, Rabbi, my work involves this minor danger. What should I do? Now we get to the delicate question of living in Israel, where there are terroristic attacks. That this is a very touchy subject. You know that. People who live in Israel would say that we who live in the cities of the United States are in more danger because there's so many murders in our city. So nobody should be offended by what I'm saying. I highly recommend living in Israel. Most of my family lives there, and they are living, thank God, very safely. But everyone should, talk to their rabbi about their situations, because there are situations in Israel where people might claim that you're more exposed to terrorism there than people are exposed to in some United States places. And again, please don't anybody get offended, because no one, I don't think anyone will say don't live in Israel. My gosh, all Jews should live in Israel. I'm clear about that. But when a person wants to go live in an area in Israel where there's heightened terrorist attacks, wow, then he really has some stuff to think about. Certainly he should be speaking to his rabbi before making a choice like, I want to live in this highly dangerous spot. So obviously a good competent rabbi should be consulted about when you are moving to Israel and you're making your choice of where to live in Israel. The Torah does tell us v'chai b'hem, that you should live by the Torah statutes, and so you certainly don't have to pick the most dangerous place in Israel when you are moving to Israel. More examples of how this applies to our lives would be like we break Shabbos, for pikuach nefesh. So if a person has a very high fever and someone tells him that his life might be in danger, boom, we don't we don't take that danger lightly, and we tell you jump in the to get transported to a hospital immediately. Um, there is a discussion in a Tosos and Ksubas. If anybody wanted to learn it, it's on Daf Kuf Yud, that discusses moving to Israel where danger is involved. And if a person wants to live in remote locations in Israel, certainly a rabbi should be spoken to. There are definitely poskim that would back you all the way, moving anywhere in Israel because it's so special to live in Israel. But I recommend that you speak to a competent rabbi about moving to Israel, which we all highly recommend, and then to choose the proper location where a good, competent rabbi would say to you, I don't know if you have to live in that zone. There are some heightened terroristic attacks there. I would encourage you to talk to a very competent rabbi to, yes, move to Israel. All Jews encourage, all we do. I do. I would encourage people to live in Israel. But where in Israel? Discuss that with a good rabbi so you don't put yourself in more danger than necessary. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye bye.